y'all know what? Me and my ancestors been arguing hard. We've been going at it. I'm talking about to the to the whole nother to a killing degree. To killing nigga how I kill you motherfucker like that. I'm talking about we going back and forth, me and the ancestors. And we ain't never got this anger with each other, but we really got this anger with each other. Um, this goddamn shirt make me look like I got some shit going on. I don't like that shit. You know, I like Zara, but I can't wait to get back in Zara. Zara just, it's like it cuffed me. You know what I mean? I'm home, you know what I'm saying? But, let me fix this shit, y'all, for they goddamn, so these kids get out there and get out of hand with these drugs because of me. Listen, y'all. The reason I tell folks my story about my lungs, at first, I done got the backlash of all y'all judgmental comments from you gay to, I know that. You gay to, water, my bad. You gay to, drug addict. No, you know, everything you call a motherfucker. Anyway. But over the time, like I said, y'all, I got out here at 12, okay? Before that, my life was horrible too, because I was trying to get adjusted to this vessel. And I know y'all like, you got God wants you to heal yourself. God ain't gonna heal that part. You get it now? Every reincarnation of me, even when y'all read it in the history, I done seen y'all tell my story, I come out the same way. It's on purpose for that window of time and space that humans are at. But right now, all humans done got full of themselves. They think they too much of themselves, and they don't want to get beside themselves and reevaluate themselves. And that is what this body, this vessel is built for. Nobody gonna be able to judge me, y'all. That's what I'm saying, y'all. If this was the rapture and I was the ark, y'all failing. A lot of y'all failing. I mean, I can count on both hands some people I know for a fact that I could trust that I never met before that's on YouTube. But that's it, y'all. And I already been in this thing with y'all almost 4 years now. So that ain't good. And just in my block, I had it sold up. I knew exactly who to fuck with, who not to fuck with, how to do this, how to do that. Before I was 8 years old, I knew what I need to eat, how I need to eat. Well, I didn't really know what I need to eat and how I need to eat, but I knew my intake of food somehow was bothering the body. And over time, I just wrote it off from the beginning of my life to about 8 years old. I wrote it off as that I was just a baby with a bunch of allergies. But when I started grinding and getting to the money, I started putting the vast majority of the money in myself, trying to figure out what the hell was wrong with me, because I wanted somebody to blame this shit on. And it was either going to be God or my mama. And in the end, I fucked around and blamed everybody. You know, then I turned around and blamed myself. But what it was is that I didn't know my history. You know what I'm saying? And my grandpa knew who I was. He wanted to tell me much more, but he didn't. And I was too young, y'all. We were close as hell, and I wish he would have, but I can't blame him for not. I was just too young. I wouldn't have been able to intake that, because when he told me I was going to be a doctor or lawyer, I called him a foolish old man. You know what I'm saying? And all the way up to about 10 years ago, I realized, damn, I could have been a doctor or a lawyer. So, it was the tricks that was in the experiment that they had me in. And some of them don't even realize this shit been going on for a long time. And it ain't, like I said, these ain't just black people, y'all. There's some white people in this shit. some white people that I know that the world should have got to see way before I even got here. And man, they ain't gonna never be seen, bro. I saw them now. They done converted to these people. And that shit, that's a big test. And they done failed miserably. I get out of that shit though. If I'm still alive and breathing, I catch on to I back up out of it. I don't care if I gotta lose my ass. And that's why I'm taking this whole well, as y'all would say, because this ain't my first rodeo. I just don't feel like changing my name because I got a lot under my name that them clowns can't. And if they have, it'd be a better lawsuit. But I don't think they fucking with these because this is the real deal. These are real McCoy. You know what I'm saying? These the big boys. And if they did do that, they gonna wish they never did it. But so it turns saying my money's still there. And by now it should be a little bit better than what it was. I think I froze it around 2022 or something because somehow they was getting close to it. So I put it on a voice thing and a code, so they can't fuck with it now. But then I think they fired the guy because I tried to look into it. I'm glad I didn't get into it. For some reason, somehow, they fired both guys in a row, y'all, when I was trying to reach out to them. I knew then to stop moving, y'all, because people getting killed over me. I felt like then, and that was in 2022. I stopped moving. I said, I think people getting killed, you know what I'm saying, on my behalf. And that's when I knew it was bigger than the meets the eye and shit. And I knew I was being evaluated of some sort, good or bad, you know. And it didn't matter to me. The life been so horrific, bro. It's been just so awful, but like, it doesn't matter, bro. To me, it's like an experience. Oh, you gonna do this to me to get me out of here? Okay, that's a hell of an experience. I ain't never experienced that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this. I don't wanna make this too long. To the drugs. I'm saying all this to get to this part of my life, y'all. So when I finally got the money and started studying myself, I realized my lungs was deformed. It's unfixable. Like it's something about the lung, the way it's formed. Okay, so technically it's not bad, but it ain't good. And it pumps and it functions as if it's a 71-year-old lung, but it ain't damaged. You get what I'm saying? It's just deformed. So when I seen it, I was like, that's truly unfixable. Like you literally gonna have to go through science over into spirituality just to make that one work. So in terms saying God made you like that, not your mama or your pop, it came literally from the source somehow like that. And I didn't know that then, but I kind of got a whiff of it. I mean, my intuition did. My intuition told me that ASAP, but I was like, I might be thinking too high of myself, so I kept it on the low. But when I died, the guy said it, and I was like, man, I need to apologize to my mama. He was like, you ain't got to apologize to them for nothing. He said, because they've been doing this to you your whole life. And he told me what they were doing. He said, your whole life, they've been taking your money and taking your car. He showed me from a bird's eye view. Like, I've been working, y'all. Like, I hustle, too, but I work. Y'all seen my background. And everybody know when you work like me, you get gifts from the government and shit like that. And he showed me how I was getting mail, and they was getting my mail and burning my mail and all that shit. And he said, I'm finna send your family to hell for this. He said, the last generation taught them this. And he said, if one more generation go out like that, my whole tribal bloodline something's gonna happen. I can't remember that part. He made sure I didn't remember. But he said, something's gonna happen. And I was like, well, how special is it? Get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Since I'm an angel, I ain't with them really. Because he said I was adopted into the family from heaven. So the adoption that y'all was looking for, it wasn't in the physical. One of them was, but the other adoption was in the spiritual. In turn, meaning when he had me, I'm the last child. So I was a gift. I was a child that wasn't supposed to be here. I was literally, I'm on the phone. I was a child that was supposed to be child devil work. Shit. that literally was adoption from God. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something special about my pop. But and out of everybody in the world, I still don't think he told me not to even say nothing about that. But anyway, but the bloodline from my mama side and my pop side, believe it or not, are two um, um, genuine, authentic bloodline somehow. Okay, was this a coincidence? No, it wasn't. It wasn't no coincidence because in my grandparents' generation, they was also a part of the real slavery along with the not so bad slavery, if that's what you want to call it. And so they got to get the feeling of the worst and the best of both worlds. So they wisdom came just as fast as mine did. So in turn, meaning they were still on the king and queen jumping the broom marriages and stuff. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you. And and when when they got married, they was real twins. That's the power in twins. See, when two twins get married, when two twins come together and they legit and they are twins, they pretty much gonna birth an angel. You know what I'm saying? Off top. You know, if they get a child, they gonna pretty much birth angels. Cause if two twins together, everything in that relationship gonna coexist and gonna go accordingly to just God, nobody else. That's why I couldn't accept the other twin because she didn't want to drop that luggage she had. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't bring that. I ain't talking about being rich and over here in the 5D looking like something crazy. I'm talking about actually having my wings, actually comfortable in my skin. I'm talking about literally wealthy before you give me $1. Because I know exactly where I'm going when I leave here now. Because this is what I studied. This is what I always studied. I flunked in school because I wasn't interested in that. I was interested in something that wasn't no school really giving. So I had to create it. And I studied God, how it operate. Because just like you can know how you could do enough crimes or certain crimes to go to hell, you can also know how good you could be to go to heaven, semi-sort of. But it might be a 2%, 1% off. But in the end, God still gonna help you. If you did go to hell, you ain't gonna go forever. It's gonna feel like a lifetime, but it ain't gonna be that long. You know what I'm saying? Like God said, we all gotta suffer, endure so much us sin and de-sin. So when black people went through slavery, they 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 next that's why we catch so much hell right here because our next life is gonna be brilliant. And even the white man life might be brilliant because they're programmed to do that to us. We gotta be so tough before we go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Because God ain't holding hands, y'all. I keep telling folks God made the devil. Okay? So you gotta start understanding to start respecting God. I saw a show where a dude had tattoos of just godly stuff on him, and the girl didn't like him. And the girl was like, the girl was like, I like you, but you always got this, and I ain't really trying to feel that it's too traditional, something like that. And he was like, oh, wow, really? You know, he was shocked. Because you was shocked for a reason, that was dumb ass shit. And you know what? When that first happened, though, I kind of agree with her. But then I had to think about it. I was like, no, that ain't right, because I do it. I do it with music and everything. And I ain't never had no gangster tell me that in the studio. So for her to say it like that, it was just, two different things, but it was still the same chain of command. So I was like, I ain't feeling that shit no more because, I grew out of it. And that's why we got to learn to just take in and digest and accept what it is for the moment until we truly know what's truly going on. Because certain sins that we done learned and train ourselves to do on a norm are the main sins that God gon' judge you to go to hell. I told y'all, God only judged me for 2 or 3 things to go from heaven to hell. And I didn't even think them things even mattered, y'all. I was naturally good at it, because it was a natural thing that kept me in a human place. But I wasn't perfecting it. I wasn't being better at it because I wasn't focused on it. I was too focused on the material life. And that's why you hear everybody that say these hell stories. They don't give a fuck about money no more. No matter how you go, if they get great or rich, the people around them will start to change, but you'll see them stay the same because they know what time it is. Because he gonna put you in a box in your brain, and you gonna be over there. You think prison rough when you going, the one they shut down over there on the water, and dungeon and the versus dungeon of that zombie. That shit that'll make that thing look like a penthouse. I'm talking about the one on the water that they got rid of. That you go in there and then they say when you get to fighting and do something stupid, they'll put you in there. It's got this much space in it, and they'll make you lay in there. It'll make that look like a mansion. And you gonna be right there in that spot for your entirety. Ain't no bathroom breaks, ain't no nothing. And that's just part of the hell. You gotta deal with everything else. The maggots come from guts. Inside people and other nasty stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the smell, all that come from us, come from, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you dig it, if you can dig it, good. But it's real, bro. Shit real. And I'ma scare y'all, I can tell y'all, I can prove that this how real this is. Since y'all like hacking, I ain't know hacking was just popular. I would have been saying stuff like this. Since y'all like hacking, look at all the hell stories and then look at all the individuals that said the stories. Then look at where they from around the world, and then look at when they evaluated the story, when they seen the story, and then go back and see how similar they story sound. That's gonna scare the shit out of y'all. I did that shit. It don't take as long as you think it do. It's the way I make it sound. It's really as fast as hell. I think I did it in like 4 hours. I'm telling you, y'all, that shit would scare the hell out of you. Because there was stories I thought was just dreams growing up. And I started putting all this together. And I reevaluated everybody else's story from around the world before they started fucking with my shit. And I was getting some shit done, y'all. When they came in here, them Zulu monsters, I'm glad they did because, like I said, I could have went to hell in 2020 for that shit. I did go to hell for that. God had to get me out of hell because I accidentally sold my soul. You know what I'm saying? I was the dummy that accidentally sold his soul. And God had to get me out of hell. Because God, that's when he told me how special I was. And he said hell is worse for an angel. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all, and the sad part is you can go through tarot and listen to my story. When I say these stories, and when they started saying these stories, the window of time is so fucked up, you can't say we copied each other. Like my twin copied me, but I know she my twin. And I think she know I know she my twin. Because like I said, I talked to her before. She shut me down. I'm talking about the one that got money and shit. And she told me what to do. She was like, yeah, okay, I know. Make sure you do this and do this. That's why I didn't want her ass. She just didn't know that. When she hit me like that, we was talking on email. When she hit me like that, I was through her ass then. I just started cracking jokes with her ass after that. Started fucking off with her. You know what I'm saying? Cause I knew she was too serious, man, for her age. And you talking to me like that. I understand where you coming from. You brilliant and all, but you need to understand that I'm your twin. And rather I'm in the slums or rather I'm in the hills, I'm still your twin, which meaning you a boss in the hills and I'm the boss in the slums. Now, if you get it, you got it. And everybody know real talent ain't got no education, no way. I ain't say it like that. Don't y'all kids quit school. I'm saying this on an intellectual level of a history thing. Y'all ain't got that today. Y'all don't gotta be forced to do this and do that. Y'all don't got to learn. You gotta go to school. Go to school. But anyway, going back to the drugs, let me finish this out. When I realized my lungs and all that was messed up, y'all, I slept sound-minded sober from 1 to 11, I think. I slept the vast majority of that away, like over 90% of that away. And it's one more guy on this block who got the same deficiency, and he slept in the same time just in a different window of time. Like, it was like 4 years apart. And we both slept that long, bro. And that was the worstest childhood. That's why I said I didn't have a childhood. You know what I'm saying? That was the worstest childhood any child could possibly have. And then on top of that, with all these disabilities, there wasn't no insurance on me. I was fucked. I'm telling you, my fuck. I would go outside and just, you can ask anybody out here if they start telling the truth already. Quit trying to make that little dollar and get with the real nigga so we can make real money and revenue. You won't worry about a dollar no more when you revenue, son. Damn. You niggas out there working these plant jobs think you got it going on. Fucking my ex is like you doing something. You niggas finna fall off, bro. I helped you get your job, stupid ass nigga. You niggas bit the hand that fed y'all. You just don't know. Half the motherfuckers who got a job somewhere got the job because of me. Otherwise, you niggas would be working at these dead-end jobs that you trying to force me to work at. And I might work, though. It don't bother me. Because you niggas already know when I get 15 grand, I'm rich again. Now, that's why you gotta kill nigga like a, cause you can't take it, nigga. That's a real man. I'm just disappointed in the people that saying you kill real men. Shit. Gang or no gang, nigga, that shit don't matter. Fake is fake, real is real, nigga. If you over me, nigga, and you doing one too many fake shit, I'm finna go over your head and tell the big boss about your ass. Just like that. I am a snitch in the game now. You start fucking up too much, I'm going over your head, bro. Whoever your fucking lieutenant is, I'm gonna see them, you ain't even gonna know it. We still gonna be chopping it up like we cool as hell. And then you just gonna disappear. Cause he gonna reevaluate, he gonna be mad as hell for one that I came over you. Then he gonna reevaluate what I said before he come and check me again. And that way, and when he do that, I ain't gonna see now one of y'all again. Cause guess what? He gonna find the truth. Then he gonna realize how much money he was losing fucking with you. Just you. And then he gonna fire your crew. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all ain't fuck. And it's already set in stone. Whether you kill me today or not, you finished. That's why everybody looking at the show, bro. Everybody just looking at the show, bro. I'm looking at it too. I'm looking at it too, shit. But I'm saying all that because literally, y'all, I had to create a drug to cop out the drug that I needed if I would have had insurance as a child. Now, you niggas can chop all that up, throw it in the air, put it in a bucket, mix it up, and finally get some game out of it.